Yeah, it's your boy Fist in his house. Bring another great edition of Black Ops 2 for me, because that's what I do. And this is a special. You see right here. This is a special shout out slash, winning and learning from defeats and adjusting on the fly. As you can see here, I went 20 and 29 against team of guys and some other good players that were on that team. Totally wasn't prepared for the whole situation. Started out like, these guys came in the room, King Solo and another dude, I don't know, King Soviet, I guess a group of guys, and they're running a team, and there was a couple other dudes on there pretty good. And they're like, before the game started, they're like, yo, fisticuffs, I hope you're not going to leave, blah, blah, blah. To me, it was kind of like, oh, okay, these guys are talking shit. Like, I know other commentators out there in the community that fucking bail out immediately. As soon as they start losing or whatever, it's just comical how many times these people back out. So I understand when they're saying, oh, Fist, yeah, don't back out and blah, blah, blah. So I was understanding that. So, Fist ain't going to do that because I'm trying to teach people online, how to adjust your game. So these guys came in here and I was going along and, doing my thing. I was running, what was I running? I was running Ghost, Hardline, Scavenger, and Engineer. Very slow setup, right? And I had the high streaks on. So running solo against a team of people, and a team of people could be it could be 2 people, 4 people. Dip move. Ooh, I caught him, but his boy caught me from across the way. But it could be 2 people that are in a party. It doesn't matter. One could be running counter UAV while the other one's running, a different setup. And they communicating, so it's going to be hard for you, especially if they're good players, like these guys were. But, I think I gained their respect. And I gained their respect because they were on YouTube. And, on that last game, it kind of like, was like, yo, I had to make an adjustment. And so the adjustment that I made was that, I had to go to lightweight, toughness, and flak jacket, and either dexterity or extreme condition. I don't know what setup that I ran at the end. I think it was extreme conditioning because these guys are straight rushing. So this is the adjustment that I made after I got beat like twice, and I made some adjustments, and that's the thing. That's what I try to preach to you guys is like, don't quit out of your games. You're going to take ass beatings. Like I took an ass beating the last 2 games that I played against. Look at that. They got counter UAV running the whole time. They try to keep you blind. They rush down on you, and then they call UAV. So the thing is you have to counter that. You have to use like the cold-blooded airplane thing. I forgot what it's called. These are things you adjust on the fly on the next game. It's sad that you cannot change in-game in real time against players like you could in Modern Warfare 3 if you came up against players like this, because score streaks, kill streaks were slot specific to your weapon, which are no longer like that. So if you get your ass kicked and you're in a game, and you're being dominated, then, most people, they're going to bail because you can't change your score streaks. You're screwed. And your setups and everything. So that's why it's important now. It was an important lesson that I learned in this game, is that you have to have a team deathmatch setup. And my team deathmatch setup is lightweight, hardline, toughness, and extreme conditioning. But the problem is you can't change your score streaks to counter UAV, and VStat or hunter killer. That's the that is a huge flaw in the game, because you have to wait until next game, and then you don't know if that person's going to be around to get your revenge. And you're probably wondering, how the fuck did you see that guy around the corner, Fist? Well, I caught him out of the corner of my eye before he got to the bushes. And the thing is I learned something because I was watching the UAV and I counted off 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000, 4, 1,000, and it hit me about that. And so I learned something. You know, if you're really gonna understand this game, you gotta start counting off when they say counter UAVs up or whatever, when it's going to hit if you're not running Ghost. And Ghost doesn't always work. You're better off just running around and using shadows and the color palettes in this game to get away with stuff than using Ghost. So that was a lesson I learned in this game, and I came back, and subsequently every game after that, you know, I was holding my own, and I did pretty good. But these are the games, you know. You guys always want to say, "Oh, Fist, I want to see you never show a bad game. You never show yourself getting blown up. You never show us, you know, how to learn from this." Well, here I'm giving that example. You know, when you're playing against slow, methodical teams, then my setup goes, you know, VSAT, dogs, swarm, ghost because you want to move into where they're camping. Hardline, scavenger because you're going to be killing a lot of them camping, and engineer so you can see their claymores, their bouncing betties, shock charges, and where they're at, and it leads you right to them. So that's the setup I was using when I met these guys. And then after I got my ass kicked, I was like, yo, change on the fly. That's from experience. That's from going through prestiges. A lot of people just back out of the room because they don't know how to deal with it, and I'm telling you how to deal with it. You know, if you got people using smoke, then you have to adjust to those situations. And that's why I didn't leave this room. And I think they, like I said, earned some respect from me, and I earned some respect for them. And that's why I'm giving them a shout out. You know, I mean, you know, these are guys that got YouTube channels that are just as good as the next guy, that'll never get the day of light because, you know, nobody wants to, you know, share part of their money or their money pie or whatever you want to call about it. You know, you're not going to be on YouTube forever. So you might, as if you're a true gamer, you might as well give out some shine to people who actually deserve it, that you've played against. I mean, at least I know I played against these guys. These are pretty good dudes. So I'm going to go ahead and leave that guy's link in the description below. That's my shout out for today. I got a special video for New Year's Eve. I'm saving it for tomorrow. You are going to enjoy it. I'm going to know you're going to enjoy it. And I know it's going to be a Merry Christmas. Until next time, it's your boy Fist. Peace. I'm out.